Okay, so I'll just briefly also talk about general cognitive ability. This is sort of an excuse me, it's an overview of where we're going to head over the next few courses. This is a Raven's progressive matrices test. I don't think this one is very difficult, although I'm going to look at it before I certainly tell you that, because I don't want you to feel bad. Oh, and the answer's there anyway, so it actually turns out to be extremely easy. So why is 7 the right answer? Okay, say that again.
It has to be the lowest.
Why? Why does it have to be the lowest?
The circle, and then the squares at the top.
Right. So there has to be an item at the bottom.
Yeah, at the bottom.
Okay,
It
and
has to be a little circle, and it has to be a triangle.
why does it have to be a triangle?
Because it's the only thing missing.
Right, because every other row
Yeah.
has a triangle. So you inferred all that by analyzing the 3 by 3 matrix.
Yeah.
Okay. The faster you can do that, and it's an interaction between speed and complexity. You can make these questions much more complex than this one. This one's, you know, reasonably complex, but they can get really vicious because maybe there's what, 2 dimensions of variation here. There's whether or not it's an oval, a triangle, and a rectangle, and then where the thing is. That's it. But you could imagine you could make a matrix with like 4 dimensions of variability. And so these tests turn out to be the most accurate tests of general cognitive ability, Raven's progressive matrices. It's not verbal intelligence, it's nonverbal intelligence. But, and I can tell you why it is that these tests turned out to be that way later, and I will. General cognitive ability is a very good predictor of life success. And it seems to be very much biologically, what would you say? Biological factors play a large role, especially in modern society, in determining relative levels of intelligence, which is a relatively rough, it's a rough fact. Okay, so we'll sum up briefly. It looks like there's 5 basic dimensions of variability that characterize the human personality: conscientiousness, emotional stability, agreeableness, openness, and extroversion. And what we'll do as we progress through the rest of the, or at least the next roughly a little more than a third of the class, is we'll delineate each of these variables, try to understand precisely what they mean, see if we can analyze their effect on society, and maybe also provide you with the opportunity to get some more insight into the personality traits that you have. The exercise, the personality self-analysis, the adjectives that were in there were taken from the Big 5 models, and so, you know, that sort of gave you an opportunity to assess yourself roughly on the Big 5 dimensions and see what you could do to improve. So we'll see you on Thursday.